Hey everybody, it's Kyle here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about the idea of not being afraid to take risks, of course, calculated risks. But lately, with just how life has been going, I'm really glad that I took a big leap of faith. And I've talked about it before, but I just kind of want to talk about kind of what it's led to. So, back in March, I made a YouTube video about my arm crutches, and luckily enough for me, um, I was contacted about doing a cerebral palsy virtual conference. I've told that story before, but I wanted to talk about the idea that I almost said no. I was almost too scared to say no. I read through the comment because it was on the YouTube video. I read through the comment about 10 times, and she gave me her contact information. She's since become a great friend, but that almost didn't happen. She gave me her contact information for me to reach out to her if I wanted to do it, and a small part of me almost said no because I'd never done something like that. I hated public speaking in the past, so I almost decided, it's not worth it. Well, let's just say I'm really glad that I decided to do it. For one, just my personal growth. You know, I talked, I think it went pretty well, but it definitely gave me more confidence to speak about my disability. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel, is to reach the viewers and talk about disability and make it relatable and make it accessible and, you know, make it easy to talk about. And that's ultimately what made me decide to do the conference, because that was her mission too. So if it's my mission and it's her mission, why shouldn't I do it? So I ended up reaching out to her. I did the conference. I was super nervous going on beforehand, and I was super nervous doing it, but thankfully it turned out pretty well. Um, and, I thought, great, I did my first conference. I really didn't think much of it. But then about 2 weeks later, um, she reached out to me again and was like, hey, do you want to be a part of this group that I'm putting together? And I really wasn't sure what for, at the time, what it was about. Um, but I said yes because she was a sweet woman, and she is a sweet woman. And I said yes. And then I got put in this group with, at the time, 10 people, and now it's up to 14. And, we all have cerebral palsy. It all affects us differently. Um, but it's been really nice to connect with people that are already doing the advocacy work and are for years now, and just learning from them and learning their experiences and becoming their friend. And they've all become great friends, I can say, to this point. Um, and, I almost said no. I almost missed the opportunity to meet all of these people, um, to bring positive people into my life who also have cerebral palsy. And we're all over the world, actually. And it's really amazing, um, just how much I relate to them, and how much, they relate to me, and, how quickly we've all become really good friends. Um, and there's a project, I think, just working with all of them, and, they're helping me get my YouTube across, and, who knows what other projects could come out of just knowing these great people. And again, I almost said no. I almost shorted myself the opportunity and I never would have met these people, and they never would have impacted my life in such a positive way. On top of that, I get to do another conference in July. I get to do another conference in October. I get to go on the radio um, in June and talk about my experiences with cerebral palsy. Um, and it's just crazy to me that all of these opportunities have presented myself because of a YouTube video, you know? And again, I almost said no. And I even almost said no to the idea of making a YouTube channel. I had toyed around with it in my head for quite a while before I started the channel. Um, and then one day I was watching Molly Burke, and she had said that at her first VidCon with YouTube, she was put on a disability panel. And she wasn't very big by her standards at the time. And that was because there wasn't that many disabled YouTubers on the platform. And I thought, well, I could do that. And that's kind of what sparked me to really get out there. But then I didn't even know if I would stick around, you know? Like, oh, I'll make one YouTube video. Oh, I'll make another. And then eventually, and then I decided I'll post every Tuesday. Um, and here I am in May. My 1 year anniversary of YouTube is in July. So the fact that I'm 9 months into this and I look forward to making YouTube videos is amazing to me. And, again, I almost said no to starting the channel, which then led to me being in contact with the wonderful Edwina Wilson of Kelly's Choice. And then again, I almost said no. And I almost stopped myself from doing exactly what I want to do in the long run, is be a deeper part of the disability community and continue to help people and impact them in a positive way and break down the stigmas of disability. And it's hard to believe that in the moment there was a part of me that almost said no. And at first I was scared because it was something outside of my comfort zone. I'm not the best at doing things that I've never done before because I want to succeed at them. If I think I'm going to do bad, then I don't want to do them. But I think I've come to the point where I had to just try. I had to try and see what happened. And then, here I started last July. I was contacted to do the conference in March of this year. And then, who knows what's next? And I don't know. But, the fact that I get to do 2 more conferences and get to do a radio show, that's that's amazing to me. And, what one door open, when one door opens, so many more other doors open just by the people that you meet. And again, like, I'm so grateful that I've met every single person that I've come in contact with since the conference and since starting YouTube, and, responding to all your comments. It brings me so much joy, and I'm so happy that I said yes. I said yes to trying. I said yes to taking that risk of putting myself out there just a little bit. I did the conference from the comfort of my own home. Now, if I was on stage somewhere, that's a whole nother beast. But, I said yes, and it's brought a lot of positive change to my life. So if you're struggling with a choice of trying something new, as long as it's something that can benefit you, say no to drugs. But if it's something that could bring a positive impact to your life, if it's something that you've always wanted to do, and it's something that you're passionate about, but you're just too scared to try it, don't be, because it could change your life. And, you might regret it if you don't try. So please don't be afraid to say yes, because, it's an amazing feeling when you say yes and, you know, positivity just begins to flow. And I'm not going to say I haven't wanted to stop YouTube in the very beginning. The first couple of months, I felt like, oh, this isn't going anywhere. But then I thought, no, this isn't for them, it's for me. And I'm really happy that I've stuck around. I'm really happy of what it's led to. I'm more excited to see where it goes. So if you have enjoyed this video, please join the family and like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's continue. Let's continue to make some positive change. And I don't want it just for my life, but I want it for yours. So, anyways, sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. It's been sitting with me for a little while, and I wanted to put it out there. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.